I'm so excited. We have Erica J. Kane in the house today. What a treat. What a treat. I'm telling you that you are in for a treat. So glad you came. As they come, Erica, they always join. Love my people. They gonna come.
Okay.
But as they come, we'll share their comments. Those who come later after the fact, please, do hashtag replay. Let us know what you think in the comments. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. This is collaboration over competition. The conversation continues, and today's guest is the beautiful Erica J. Kane. And Erica, I just want you to first start out by telling us who you are, what you do, and your why.
Well, hello, everybody. If you're watching live, if you're watching this later, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Erica, and I go by Erica J. Kane. I am an entrepreneur, I am a mother. I am someone who loves God. I do my best every day to be pleasing to Him. I am not perfect.
Who is? Who is?
Yeah. My why, I believe it or not, I still reference my childhood a lot and my aspirations. And even now that I'm an adult, I do strive to make little girl me happy and proud.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
with that, that is my why. I hope I answered those
yeah.
questions properly.
You did.
Okay.
You did, and you did well. And what I love when you was like, I'm not perfect. I wish I could find there is no one perfect person but God. That's it. We're not supposed to be perfect. And you know why he didn't design us perfect? He didn't design us perfect because we needed to be humble. So if we could do everything, if we were perfect and we could do everything, why would we need him?
Exactly.
Okay. So, we are humble. His grace is sufficient. He shows us that daily
Yes.
through our imperfections. We're not supposed to be perfect.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you. I've been asking all my guests this year to tell us their theme song and why. So I'd love to hear that from you today.
That's a great question.
Yeah. Always a good one.
It is a great one. As far as a theme song, I can't limit it to one song. I do.
Yeah.
I'm like very versatile as far as like music. It's always going to be based on where I'm at that day. I do like a lot of gospel songs. I like inspirational gospel music.
Yeah.
I've done away with like the woe is me type of stuff because
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
understand the power of the tongue. So I'm not coming up on no rough side of no mountain, honey. So yes,
Come on
I've done
now.
away with those things, but it's gonna be something inspiring. But I am not a part of the Beehive, but at the same time, that Renaissance
Uh-huh.
album does something for
Come on.
me, you know.
Come on.
So I would say the Renaissance album is like my little theme song. Yeah.
Okay. The whole album. The whole
Let
thing.
let it run
All right.
through. Let it run.
Okay. Listen, I have to say, like when the very first drop, You Can't Break My Soul, I was like, okay. And was hooked from that moment on. I'm not a part of the Beehive either. My
Right.
children are, but I have to give credit where credit's due. This woman is amazing,
Okay.
talented, and her marketing. Like, come on now,
Okay.
let's give props what props
Yes,
are due.
ma'am.
Yes. Good morning, whoever that is out there. And I tag some people because I don't know where y'all at. I know it's Veterans Day, but come on, the stuff don't start till like 12, 1 o'clock. All right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and keep getting into it. Let me go ahead with that first question. This is why we're here. We're talking about that collaboration over competition and having this conversation with you today, Erica, so that we can get to know and understand a bit better how we can get rid of this competitive spirit. Because again, let's talk about what it is. It's a spirit. It's not that person, it's not that individual, it's that spirit that's gotten a hold of them. So, what are some examples of when you have been in competitive situations? And if you have more than one, if you can narrow it down to two.
Okay. I personally would like to reference two experiences on a personal level and on a business level. I'll start with a business
Yeah.
level. Where I grew up, it gives off a crab in a barrel type of vibe.
Okay.
And I had to
Okay.
learn that that's not conducive to growth. And the more I start
Mm.
connecting with people who were outside of where I grew up, I started realizing how open they were to sharing um, everything. And it was
Yeah.
free. And that's where I learned, I can also share, I can also collaborate with others because just like my fingerprints. And even if I had a twin, I don't. She and I would have
Yeah.
different fingerprints. So we can do the same thing. Whoever's watching, you and I can do the same thing. But when you do it your way, you have your
Come
own
on.
fingerprint, so it's done differently. Therefore, we don't have to be in competition. Okay, I do feel that on a business level, as far as a personal level, I have went through a divorce in my past,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that caused insecurity in me
Mhm. Mhm.
afterwards.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it's certain things that'll happen and it'll surface the things that you need to work on.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
found myself, and this is pure transparency. I found myself comparing myself to other women,
Mm. Mm.
thinking, is she better than me? Is she
Mm.
more beautiful than me? What does the next woman have that I don't have? But I had to
Mm.
go to God in prayer and it's a daily thing for me to have
Yeah.
Him fill me up
Yes.
and not find my confidence or find my surety in people, because there's always
Yes.
somebody more beautiful, there's always a
Come
bigger
on.
butt, there's always
Come on. Talk about it. Yeah.
so it's one of those things for me to appreciate the next woman, because I think on
Yeah.
a smaller level I could say, well, she got makeup on, that's not real. Put down
Mm.
another woman. No, 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 no.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That's
We're not
not,
gonna do that.
yeah, don't do that. But if you're doing that,
Mm-mm.
because I have done that, and all of us should be honest and say what you've done because
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
helps other people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really
That's
getting to a
right.
place to say I have this unhealthy thing about myself. God help me. And again, it's a daily thing, but I've learned to
Mm-hmm.
not compare on that level and to be able to connect with other women and not be intimidated.
Yeah. Yes. That's the word. Intimidation. Right. God made us all in who we're supposed to be. Can you still hear me? You can hear me? Okay, you can. Okay, great. It's kind of like a little slow. I think we kind of going like this, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going because it's called technology.
Mhm.
Like, right? We're gonna keep
Yes.
on going. But yeah, God made us each unique. And I always say this: if you are comparing yourself, when you compare yourself to someone else, your uniqueness is slowly diminishing. Because he didn't make us to be the same. You just called it out. You talked about the fingerprints. We're not the same people. We're not supposed to be, right? Find your why, find your purpose, find who you are, be confident in who you are. He's also teaching me, Erica, same thing, is a daily struggle. Like, again, why am I concerned about what somebody thinks of me? Why am I concerned about if someone's following me? Why am I concerned about if someone comes to my event? Like, it doesn't matter. Those who are for me are there for me, right?
Yes.
And the other one, and it's okay. It's okay
Yes.
if someone else isn't. It's fine. So many people is in this world that can support you, right? So it's those things and the transparency that you said. It is so
Yeah.
true. That is how you bless someone else. Your story is meant to help someone else through it, your trials and tribulations. And when you say your testimony out loud, it's to help the next person. Never
Yeah.
know what each other is going through, never
Right.
know what our walk is. We can
Right.
be all pretty, pretty smile on the social media and everything else, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And
That's
that's
right.
real. I'm
Mm-hmm.
divorced as well. I know exactly what you mean, and that feeling of not being worthy or enough, all of that, right? I've been there, done that. But you know
Hmm.
what? At the same time, it's like, thank you, Lord, for the lesson
Yes.
and the blessings that came out of it,
Yes.
right? Because there are some blessings that came out of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of how we have to think and roll as women. So thank you so much for sharing that. And so
Absolutely.
you talked a little bit about how you overcame it. You talked about how you stay in prayer and it's a daily walk. But can you give us a little more details, as far as how did you overcome those competitive situations?
Mm. By design, I think, I'm an inward thinker.
Hmm.
And I think that's a gift, and sometimes it can be a curse because I see where some people don't think inwardly, and
Hmm.
I am that constantly like, how can I be better?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I I try my best not to point my fingers at other people. And I see, like, in the past, whenever I would go to God and pray about somebody else, He would always remind me, no, let me work on you.
Come on.
So I, like, again, I just think it is how I am by design to just say, how can I be better?
Hmm.
And I realize, like, we do get this one life as we know it. And
That's
while
right.
I'm here, it's like, I want to be my best, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
therefore, the competition is really me
Mm, mm, mm. Daily.
daily. And I desire, and I'm so thankful that you blessed me with such opportunity to speak, because I feel like this is also a part of my why,
Hmm.
my willingness to be transparent. I desire
Yeah.
to do this on a regular basis. Like, for me, this is almost as
Yeah.
easy as breathing.
Come
And
on now.
and I want to do this every day. Like, when it's all said and done, I desire for thousands, if not millions, of people to say they were inspired by my story and my willingness to be transparent, and it helped them on their journey. So,
Yeah. Yeah. You know why? Because it could have easily kept you down. What you've gone through, and we don't need to know all the details. That's it's not our business, okay? But what you've gone through could have defeated you. You could have
yeah.
given up. You could have said, you know what, I'm done. I don't even want to be bothered no more with no other
But you
man.
know,
Like
I'm a pause
I'm
right.
just being real.
I'm a pause right there, Miss Positivity. I have realized,
Yes.
and I will let you know, I'm in my mid-30s. I
Hmm.
have connected with women who went through the same, if not similar, experience as me, and they are double my age, and I see where
Hmm.
they got stuck.
Mm, Jesus. And
And
that's real.
that's very real. And age, and I've come to learn, it really means nothing. Age means nothing.
Hmm.
Um, it is exactly like you said. This is the experience that I've had. Okay, God, I don't want to stay here. I'm not
Mm-mm.
gonna stay here. You know, if somebody had power over you at one point, you had the grace to get out, you can go from a victim to a victor. It is a
Woo.
mindset thing, it is a daily thing, and it's almost
Yeah.
like eating. Like, I have to eat the truth,
Mm,
because the thoughts
Jesus.
do come, the negative thoughts do come, but you have to
Yeah.
have all the truth in your arsenal, which is the word of God, and
The word
replace
of
those
God.
negative things with the truth. And some days you might feel bent over, and I've had my
Hmm.
days where I felt bent over and down, but I let myself have
Mm,
those days. You
mm.
have to let yourself have those days and keep it moving.
You got to feel. We're
You got
supposed
to
to feel.
feel.
And there's no expiration date on how long you should feel what you feel. What I do say is feel it, understand what that feeling is, process it, and then get over it, right?
Yeah.
So to your point, you don't get stuck. Recognize what it is. Where's this coming from? Feel it. If you gotta cry, scream, whatever, feel it. If you gotta go talk to a therapist, if you gotta talk to your pastor, whatever it is, feel it, process it, right? And then move on,
Yes.
right? Move on to the next thing, because if you keep going past it, like, I don't want to feel that right now. It's gonna come back, and when it come
Yes.
back, it's gonna come back full fledged, and then all of a sudden you blowing up at folk, and you like you don't even know what's going on because you didn't process what those feelings were. We are human, so we're supposed to process it.
Absolutely.
Life happens. What you gonna do about it? Are you gonna allow it to control you, or are you going to get in a position to trust God and allow Him to guide you on your journey? Because we
That's
we
right.
all been there. We all did stuff. We like, wait a minute, now why I do that? What was I thinking?
Hmm.
Everybody has had those moments. If you haven't, keep living. As my grandma said, keep living. It's coming.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And so I always like to ask women that come on, because my ministry is to empower, inspire, and uplift women. So I always love to know what inspires you as a woman, because I feel like we are such unique creatures that God designed for a reason. So what inspires you as a woman?
Oh, wow. What inspires me? I feel like we are so strong.
Mm,
And
mm.
we live in a world where things appear to be certain things, but the root of it is not ever going to be. If you can read between the lines, read between the lines. If you're a woman, you can, you're gifted with the ability to birth a child, carry
Come
a
on.
child. Um,
Ooh,
it's just certain things that we just have. We are a lot of times the backbone behind the strong
come
man.
on. Come on now.
I mean, I just think we so dope. We are
Come
just
on.
freaking
And
dope.
we are, and we are, and we are strong. We do. My last guest was talking about that, how we birth the babies and we still go out and do what we have to do. It's like,
Yes.
talking about sick. Which mean I'm sick? I don't have time to be sick. Which
Ain't
time
got
I'm sick?
time.
I don't have time to be sick. Let me go ahead and take me some little alka keep it going, or whatever it is you take, because I got to keep rolling.
Right.
It's just something that God put in us, and it is because we are the help meet. That's
Yes.
why. That's why He gave us the strength that He gave us, so that we can hold up and support the men. Like that's what it's for. If now we need to
Yes.
go back to the Bible, y'all need to read it. I don't know what y'all doing if you're not reading it. Okay, because this you're gonna learn some stuff. Somebody says speak. That's right. We got to speak on it. And that's the purpose of this conversation, right? And we are some strong beings. We just are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have moments and we melt down and we cry and we have to go and shut the door and go in the closet, pray, whatever it is we need to do? Absolutely, we human.
Yeah.
But what we do, we pull it together and we come on back out there like nothing even happened.
Yeah, and I want to add to that, like our strength is admirable. It is. And sometimes we get tired, and that's okay
Yes.
too. And
Yes.
finding that balance, but also appreciating our strength, but
Mm-hmm.
also doing things to harvest our strength, to take
Yes.
care of ourselves. Sometimes you got to say no, the power of
That's
no.
woo.
You know what I
Woo.
mean? We, I'm telling you, man.
Oh my God. Listen, this is nothing but God because that is my blog for November. No,
Wow.
no.
No.
Oh, I'm about to talk about it next Wednesday. No, because I'm that person. I'm that person who felt like I couldn't say no, or knowing good well I don't have any capacity or anything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it because this person asked me.
No.
And it's gotten to a point where no, period. I don't have to explain why. I don't
Mm-mm.
owe you an explanation. It's just no.
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. It is okay to say no. And people need to understand that. It's called healthy boundaries that I preach all the time.
Yes.
We all need them and people need to respect them. And if they don't, oh well, that's your problem. Has nothing to do with me. This is my boundary. And I have to set them for myself more so than other people. Because again,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just start doing everything. It's like before I know it, I'm all hung over on the bed. Like, Lord, I didn't what I done got myself into, right? Because I
Right.
done said yes to everything. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not okay. We have to take care of ourselves. So yes, we're strong beings. It is admirable. He has given us certain gifts and strength, but we also need to use our common sense and know when enough is enough and
That's
when we
right.
need to say no.
Right.
The power, somebody said, wow, the power in saying no. It's huge to say no. I used to think, like, well, I'm not supposed to say, well, they asked me. No,
No.
no, then it's okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, I love that. I love that. How do you collaborate with other women? Because, again, this is collaboration over competition. So if there's other women out there who are maybe wanting to connect with you, or know how to just how do they go about collaborating in general with other women, would love to see or hear about how do you collaborate with other women.
First, I think it's important to get on the path to understanding who you are. And then the power to listen to another woman.
Mm,
Let me take the
mm,
time to listen. Like, I don't always have to spew out, well, I and me, and
yeah,
be calm in connecting with somebody new. Hear them out, pause,
yeah,
take it in. Sometimes people want to hear good things about themselves. Encourage the
yeah,
next woman. Like, your time
yeah.
coming,
Come
you
on
know.
now.
And
Yes.
then seeing where you two or three or more can find your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and come together and do some amazing things. And I am guilty of being the one to think, in order for something to get done right, I got to do it. But
Ooh,
it's only okay, but it's only so far you can go before you do need help, especially when you're trying to grow and expand.
yeah, yeah.
So just using this for example, you tired, you work all the time, you clean the kitchen, you cook, and just say your friend come through and just like, you know what, I'm gonna clean the kitchen, but you know ain't nobody gonna clean your kitchen like you clean your kitchen. But
Right, right.
sometimes it's like let somebody else come through, do what they do. And this is all figure of speech. But
Hmm.
it's this way when coming together with somebody else to collaborate. Allow
Yeah,
them to do their thing and you do your thing.
yeah, yeah. You just stepped all over my toes, Miss Erica. I just need you to know that. Okay. Because this is real. Now, to my transparency, I'm about to be
Okay.
transparent. And those who know me know this. I have it's that type A. I'm a type A all day. I recognize that. There's good qualities, there's not so good qualities. I get it. What I'm learning is that it is okay to ask for help.
Yes.
No, they may not do it exactly the way you do it, Tanya, but that doesn't mean that it can't get done. And their way may be just as good as your way, if not better.
Yes.
It's learning to ask for help. And I am doing that. This last event almost took me down, but it's been doing that over the years because God keeps building and expanding. And
Mm-hmm.
because it's such a spiritual thing, I'm talking about the attack was real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I was getting to a point where, like, oh gosh, like, why am I doing this? Like, I am tired.
Mm-hmm.
Of just every time I turn around with something, this person can't come or this person pulled out or what. It was just something all the time. I was like, you know what, God, you told me not to worry about it. The finances, but He told me not to worry about it. When I tell you that God showed up, not only did He show up, He showed out. And what I learned through that whole process, I told you backstage that I'm a third party event planner for SAS. So I plan our trade shows and events, and that's a lot of work. And it's trade show season for me, meaning I'm very busy. But my event is also during this time. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't realize, right? Because this is really just my first full year doing this for them. I'm like, oh, that's a lot. I'm gonna need some help. You know what I mean? So I learned a lot, and I've started to do that. I've started to reach out and say, hey, I'm forming a board for Design with a Purpose because it's a movement. I need some strong women to sit with me to understand the vision,
Yes.
to understand that it takes work. So if you just gonna think you're gonna be on my board with your name on it, then you might as well not even sign up because we're not doing that. It's putting the work in, and it's not about us. It's about God. It's all designed to give Him the glory. So yeah, you stepped all over the toes that I needed to hear that because it's true though. It's true. We I think each of us have a little bit of that control
Yeah.
in us when it comes to certain things. Maybe not everything, but certain things that we do. So yeah, nobody can clean your kitchen like you, of course not. But that don't mean that she can't help you out. She see you're tired.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And I also love what you said about coming together and understanding your weaknesses, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're weak in, bringing someone in who is stronger
Mm-hmm.
at it than you, right? So I know I'm strong in some of these things, but then there may be people in my circle that's strong in things on weekends. But when we come together,
Right.
right, and we collaborate, oh my God, it just turns into this whole huge collaboration effort that again is designed for His glory. If everybody don't get that, if you don't get whatever it is that you are doing, whatever that purpose, passion that God has put in you, if you don't understand that it's not for you, you're not gonna make it because you done missed it. You still over here about self. Well, like you said, I me. No, 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 no. It's not about you,
Mm-mm.
right? Loving this comment. Sometimes you will find that you will find more fulfillment in reaching and teaching and asking for that extra hand, that other mind to collaborate and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's great.
because the ideas are different. Like we think different.
Right.
And be open to that. Be open to accept. You said it earlier. Listen to what she has to say. Be open to it. And then also, everybody, be mindful of how you're giving feedback. Constructive is what I need. Don't come to me with, oh Lord, why you do, don't do that. Come to me with some constructive feedback. Don't come to me asking me why did I do that or what was you thinking. Don't do that because I'm gonna shut down.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't hear anything that you say.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come to me in love with constructive feedback, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna be open to listen
Mm.
and hear that. And it is up to you, it's up to me to accept that feedback, right? But it's a way to do everything. It's a way to talk to each other. It's a way to do everything. So, yeah, I love that. I love that. So, let me get back to my last question. Winding up with the time. You see how fast this go when you're talking and having fun? So, what advice would you give a woman or women who are in competitive situations, whether they are the ones that like to be in competition, or whether they have been put into a competitive situation they didn't even ask for, right? But find themselves like, wait a minute, what even happened here? And what advice would you give them to turn into collaborative opportunity or a positive outcome?
Hmm. I might sound like a broken record, but I'm going to say find your anchor in the Lord.
Yes,
No matter what the circumstance is, take it to Him in prayer. Let Him know He
yes,
already know what's up. He already know what's up, but still, I would take it to Him and just ask for clarity on how to navigate on that
yeah,
situation, on
yeah,
whatever it is,
yeah,
and just have that peace that you taking it to Him and just move accordingly.
yeah.
And also too, what's important is your discernment. You know,
Ooh,
having that discernment, but you might want to connect with somebody, but
mm,
understanding, they that
mm.
just ain't where I need to be right now.
Woo, 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 woo. Come on now, she
Okay.
preaching.
So like you said, it's a time for everything,
Yes.
and I have had times where I'm almost like a little kid where I get excited, where I want to connect and collab
Yeah.
with somebody, and then you start to realize what you thought was it ain't,
Come
and that's
on.
okay.
And it's okay. Come
That's
on now, she
okay.
preaching. That is real and that those are facts. Yes, collaboration can be a beautiful thing and we want it to be a beautiful thing and that's what I try to preach, collaboration over competition. But all collaboration is not meant for you. So you have to have the gift of discernment. And if you don't have it, ask God to show you,
Yes.
right? Before you enter into any relationship with anyone, whether that is a romantic relationship, whether that is a business relationship, a personal relationship, a friendship, ask God to show you, like give you what you need to make sure nobody's perfect. You're never going to get 100% from anybody. None of us are perfect. We're not set up that
Right.
way. But He will show you if you're willing to see it.
Yes.
Okay. And if you're willing to receive it, He will show you if this person is or is not for you. I promise to God, He will. And if you ignore the signs and you do it anyhow, okay, I'm
Right.
just saying, all right, because He's going to show you.
Hmm.
God is forever the anchor. You can count on no matter what. Speak, Sister Erica.
Thank you.
Okay. She was speaking when she preaching. She was preaching. And then your core, that discernment. It is definitely, it's for our protection.
Absolutely.
It is to guide us on our
Absolutely.
journey. That's why God gave it to
Hmm.
us. Each of us have it. You just might be ignoring it, but I promise it's there.
Yes.
Mine is so strong. I don't half the time, Erica, I don't even say anything, but I see you.
Yes.
Okay. Don't let the kindness and the mispositivity confuse you. I see
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Okay. And I just choose to see you from a distance. All right, well, she go ahead and do her
Right.
thing. I love her over here.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, and it's okay.
Hmm.
And that's okay. Everybody's not for us. Everybody, I think I posted something the other day. Everybody's not your cup of tea, and you're not for everyone, and that's
That's
okay. Once we realize that, the better off we'll
that's
be.
right.
The better off we'll be. So that was the talk and the conversation. So I forgot at the beginning because I was just so excited to start talking to Miss Erica. Forgot to tell y'all how I know this beautiful spirit that's over here on the screen. So this was 7 years ago, y'all. She 47. She is. But you know what? I'm excited about it because you know what? It's better than the
That's
alternative. Hey, gracefully aging.
amen,
Okay.
honey.
For my 40th birthday, I wanted to do this photo and alter ego at the time is what I wanted to do. And I remember going to my very good friend Dominique Alphonse Ville. That is like my sister from a different mister. I remember going to her and was like, hey sis, this is what I want to do for my 40th. I was explaining it to her. And so she set it all up because she's the fashionista, right? That's not my thing, especially then, child. I was straight from the country. Like I ain't know what, oh, that's what you're supposed to wear. Oh, okay. So, she had to style me and do all that stuff. And so she came up with I arrived and I arrived with this beautiful lady here that was going to be my makeup artist. You know, Dominique came, who's going to be my stylist and posing me. She also had the amazing Tori McCoy. Oh my
Oh
God,
my God.
she, I don't even know what kind of eye she has and how she captures these moments in people, but she is. So these ladies came
Yes.
together, and I walked up like, oh my God, I was just so taken aback. Like, oh my gosh, I walk in, this is for me. This is so cool. I was so nervous. I don't know if you remember, Erica, but I was so nervous. And maybe you couldn't tell. Dom knew. I was so nervous
Yes.
because I was like, I don't know what this is going to be. Because she was like, sis, you can't see these pictures to your birthday. Because she was doing everything for me. And I was like, oh Lord, she going to have me dressed and all. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to show stuff. Like, what? You did my face. You were contouring my face. And I remember just sitting there being patient. But when I looked in the mirror, I was like, ooh, like I just kind of jumped back a bit because I never had that much makeup on my face before.
Mm-hmm.
And not understanding that the dramatics of it all were
Mm-hmm.
going to produce these amazing photos that I still use to this day. So
Wow.
I'm going to show you all, let's bear with me, honey, through the technical difficulties. I'm going to show y'all. And y'all done seen them. Y'all done seen them. This is the result. That makeup, that's Miss Erica, y'all. That's who that is. It's Miss Erica. She did that. And it's just like, I never thought, and you had to be there to like see it. Like if you've never had your face contoured, I'm sure a lot of you have, but it just didn't look like that at first. You know, I was like, ooh, that's a lot. What this gonna look like on the,
You
camera?
gotta
But
trust the
this is what it
process.
did. It's
Mm-hmm.
a process, and it's such an amazing process. And this one is like my absolute favorite, the money
Beautiful.
shot. And it's like, this is what she did. This is what she do. This is what Miss Erica do, y'all, with the makeup.
Yes, I do.
That's a gift.
Thank
That's a
you.
gift. And I just wanted to share that with everybody and explain to you how I got to know her. We didn't know each other from Adam, right? I just come up and trusting this lady to do my face. I'm just sitting down like, well, okay. And she doing my face. I think my daughters, both of them may have been with me because I remember one like really being into the makeup. Like she was really trying to understand what you were using on my face. But I just wanted to thank you,
Aw,
Dominique, and Tori. Like that experience was one of the best experiences as a woman that
wow.
I've had because as women, we like to dress up. We like to feel good about ourselves. Come on now. If you don't, then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we all want that. Um, so anyway, I just kind of wanted to show y'all like why or how we know each other and what that meant to me. I don't know if you remember it like I do, but it just really left an impression. I still use those pictures.
I
Oh,
love
it's
that.
so many, but those are like my top three.
I love that. And I'm so thankful for that opportunity. I remember looking at your pictures, like, you look so beautiful.
Thank you so much. That's it. I mean, it's like you were saying earlier about how like people with makeup or whatever, and it's like there's nothing wrong with makeup to enhance the beauty that God has given each of us, right? Because we
Right.
are all created beautiful in His image, right? And you just have to understand, and it's a difference in between being confident and arrogant. It's not
Right.
the same thing, right? And learning how to be humble, and
Hmm.
the fact that you ladies took it among yourselves to make me feel special.
Yeah.
Listen, I will always remember you for it. So
Oh,
thank you so much. I
you are
really
so
appreciate that.
welcome.
Thank you, thank you. And I want to let you all know how you can contact Miss Erica. She is on social media, of course. This is what we do. She's on Facebook as Erica J. Kane, and she's on IG, Instagram as I am underscore Erica J. Kane. Connect, connect, connect. She also has her website, Peace Over Everything. Can you tell us a little bit about this? Tell us about Peace Over Everything, honey.
Yes, so it is my I call it wearable inspiration line. So
Mhm.
there are hoodies, there are t-shirts, and the company name is Peace Over Everything. The tagline is nothing less than God's best. This is
Woo!
something that I live by, and I pray that it just spreads like wildfire amongst the United States, that other
Yes.
people choose their peace. Choose your peace, baby. Let
Woo!
let them argue. That's an outside factor. Let them be mad. Keep your peace. But that's what my brand is about.
Oh
Um,
my gosh. And you
yeah.
can't tell me God ain't real because I post every day inspiration daily. Just what I do. Before I even get my day started, I pray, I read my scripture, and I post inspiration, then I get up.
Hmm.
And today's was peace over drama. Look at that.
Wow.
Wasn't even
Wow.
thinking about it. Look at that. Look at God. See how he worked?
Yeah, so
Woo! The
I'm telling
connection.
you, it's amazing. But he dropped that on my spirit after my divorce,
Hmm.
and because during the toxic relationship, I lost my peace.
Mm.
I just what you see now, she was there, but she was over there. So it
Oh.
was like I had to get my peace back. And it wasn't
Hmm.
about outside stuff. In that marriage, I used to travel all the time. I had the big old wedding ring. I had all the stuff, all the
Yeah.
outside stuff.
Yeah.
But the inside, baby,
Mm.
so I God will sit you down. I
Yes, he
wanted to
will.
keep traveling. I wanted, and I know we about to end, but I wanted to keep doing all the outside stuff. But God
Yeah.
will sit you down to
Yes, he
work on you
will.
from the inside out. So
Yes.
that's where
Yes, he
this
will.
business came from.
Yes, he will. He will sit us down. And you know that when you're not happy on it, peace of mind is priceless. No,
What?
there is no price tag on it. You cannot pay me enough for my peace of mind. I'm telling
Amen.
you. And when you go through something, show enough. Go through something. Come on now. Honey, I can be up in the house all day and I'm good. I don't have to go anywhere.
Dang, girl.
Child, are you serious? No, I'm good right here. Because
Right.
I'm at home and I'm at peace.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And then this is her other website, foreveradorn.com. Let us know about that.
So, Forever Adorn is my beauty business. I actually have a location in the Raleigh Cary location. I offer individual lash extensions and I also do makeup. I have two amazing people in my salon. One person, his name is Zion Ascari. He offers hair
Mhm.
services. He does braids, sew-ins, wigs, everything, honey. And then I have another beautiful young lady. Her name is Naya. She also offers lashes. So if you visit my website, check out my work. If you would like to connect with Zion or Naya, just actually DM me on my social handles and I'll send you their information.
Yeah, y'all. And y'all saw her work. I never showed it to you. Okay. Y'all saw some of the work. And then you see her face. Let's just let's just call it. There too. If it'll let me, because sometimes I think it said I lost connection. I don't know if y'all can still hear me or not. But somebody, thank you for the connection. I think y'all can hear me now. Thank you. And then somebody was like, look at you with that gorgeous piece on you, Miss Erica. Yes, it's shining through. It's shining
Thank
through.
you.
And peace over everything.
Everything.
Come on. Come on now. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with me and Miss Erica on this beautiful Saturday. Yeah, it's raining outside, but you know what? It's a day that you still hear you alive and breathing. So it is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day to be alive. Erica, is there anything you want to leave us with before we go?
Thank you all for whoever tuned in, who left messages. I read them. That was so encouraging. Thank you, thank you. And Miss Positivity, thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. This was an honor. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. And it was an honor to have you. I'm just glad you said yes. So thank you so much. Truly appreciate you. Y'all see how to y'all see how working now. Y'all see how the technology be working. We gonna go. Love you. Bye bye.